Hola, Aries. It's Tarot by Tess here with your person you're dealing with reading. Okay. I'm doing a camera check here. Okay, so Aries, if you're dealing with a fire sign or a fellow fire sign, let's see what's going on with them. Okay, what wanted to pop out is the Star reversed and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Could be dealing with somebody who has a water sign or Aquarius in their chart. There's a need for healing here, either for them or for you. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, they're going to have that change that they need. Looks like something's coming in. I like it. Okay. But I'm seeing it can't be forced before the time is ready, but it's coming. It's probably going to happen during the time of Scorpio. We got a few cards. So let's see here. All right. There we go. All right. So for the Star reversed, we have Three of Wands reversed. So I'm seeing no forward movement is happening towards healing right now. Okay. Or in the past. Somebody have turned their back, and so somebody feels like they can't be vulnerable with their emotions anymore. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well. So I feel like an opportunity to be emotionally expressive was rejected, and therefore somebody felt like they could not be vulnerable anymore. Or the opportunity was just never had. Somebody just never took the opportunity. But now we have Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this person has isolated you. This is actually telling you just to breathe, because that isolation from that person is almost over because it's reversed. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is turning. This person will soon be forthright with you if they're a fire sign, fellow fire sign. That looks like that's about it. Let's get some angel answers for you. Yeah, somebody's been closed off towards you, and that's about to be over. Things will turn in your favor. Okay, what's the advice? Okay, we're just going to do the ones that faced up. Okay, so the only one that came up right was communicate clearly. I think we just talked about that, how you had to be vulnerable. That's part of being clear. I really say what it is. Okay. I'm not saying to be blunt or anything like Aries can tend to do. Just make sure you're clear, as well as just as forthright as you can be, or vice versa for them. Okay. All right. Now, if you're an Aries and you're dealing with an earth sign, let's see what's up with them. Aries dealing with an earth sign. All right, let's see what's going on with this earth sign that you're dealing with, Aries. Yeah, I just saw the Three of Wands upright. Well, some cards fell out there. Looks like I'll have to pull for this one. The Eight of Cups. Okay, so if you're dealing with an earth sign, they've walked away. Yeah, I wanted to come out. The Nine of Cups. I was going to say in search of something better, and that did come out. You have 8 and 9 in succession of the same suit. But if you know the story of the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, somebody's leaving because they're missing a cup. Okay? And they're in search of their 9th cup. And lo and behold, what's coming next? The 9th cup. So the earth sign you're dealing with left somebody, could have been you, could have been somebody else, in search of their 9th cup. And it looks like they're getting it. So let's see what's next. Okay, good. If it was the 10 of Cups, I was going to just cry or something. All right, so it's the Five of Swords, which I guess is another reason why we could cry. What I see here, they're out there searching for something better. Okay, so they thought something was better. Nose is itching. But what they were really doing was just being selfish. They're being selfish. They left somebody for selfish reasons. I guess technically they all are, but this is just, it's seen as selfish because of the Five of Swords as well. Somebody's always, I get the one up here because that's what the card is, but it seems like somebody's always trying to do better than somebody else. Like if you have to compete in this relationship, it's just a lot of work. I mean, relationships are hard enough. Okay. Let's see, what is this Eight of Cups about? You could have left this person for something better because this person was so selfish. Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, somebody thought the relationship was unsalvageable. So this could be you walking away. Could be them as well, okay? And just apply it to the person that it's meant for. Because this could be you, this could be them, this could be the person they're dealing with. Okay. You have 2 9s in your reading. I feel like somebody just gave up. They're like, this is not working. I'm going to look out for something better. The person could have gotten revenge, so, and maybe their guard was down and they weren't looking for it. Okay, the Empress reversed. Very overindulgent energy there. Something didn't grow from this because the Empress is in reverse. And what I'm seeing here is somebody was trying to be self-indulgent, but it wasn't like a nurturing thing. They were just doing it because they're selfish. Then we have the Two of Pentacles for the Five of Swords. They needed a balance between what they wanted and what was the right thing to do. And they need to find that balance. You're also juggling probably more than one person. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Oh, and the High Priestess reversed. So you have the High Priestess and the Empress, which tells me that there's probably more than one person. Okay, and we have the Mistress card in reverse. So somebody wasn't really listening to their intuition. They were just being selfish. And then the Hangman here put somebody in a limbo state like the Two of Pentacles. And they weren't really sure what to do when this person left. And somebody knew that somebody was up to no good, but they didn't really want to hear it. They were really hoping it was something else. Okay, let's see what we can get for you from the Angel Answers decks. Okay, what messages are there? Oh, okay, that flipped out right away. Get more information. Okay, there's something you don't know because it was in reverse. Okay, get more information. That could also be why the High Priestess reversed is here. I feel like you will know. The secret or whatever it is will come out. Deep down, I feel like you already know. You just don't like it. Therefore, you're kind of still searching for answers when you already know the answer. But still, get more information. It may just confirm what you already know. Trust. Okay, and I feel like this is trusting your intuition. Not this person, because this person is no good. They have the Five of Swords. All right. Now let's move on to Aries, who are dealing with a fire sign. Well, not a fire sign. An air sign. All right. Aries who are dealing with air signs. Let's see what's going on. Aries who are dealing with air signs. What's going on with them? What's going on with this person? All right. So, if you have an air sign in your life, or you're hoping to have one in your life, let's see what's going on with them. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. So, I feel like communication will be coming in. Clear communication. This person might be very unusual. The High Priestess reversed. Okay. I feel like the communication will not be barred in any way. It'll be very clear. We have the Empress again. Okay. Having both of these together does talk about somebody who is seen as very attractive. Okay. You also have the Knight of Swords coming in. Okay. So it's something that's unexpectedly changing. And funnily enough, we have the Two of Pentacles again, just like in the last reading. And then we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like there's a little bit of energy here with this air sign of being unhappy that somebody is juggling more than one person. You know, we do have this phallic image, and this does talk about news, possible impending pregnancy. We have the card talks about possibly having some issues with pregnancy, and then having the pregnancy card with the Empress here. And it's a quick change. Somebody's juggling, they're not really sure. And then we have somebody who could birth a baby. So overall, it looks like there's people juggling, and the message come through unexpectedly about this person juggling, and maybe one of them is pregnant and the other one's not. I feel like the main person is the one pregnant and the side person is not. They might be very upset if you find out. Also, this person doesn't know whether or not to be angry and just dive right in, or if they should be more calm and reserved, but move forward. Or move on, in this case, it looks like. Okay. Okay, with the High Priestess and the Five of Cups, I feel like there's some suffering. It's been in silence, but it looks like it might come out that somebody's been suffering. And I do think you change your focus. The Wheel of Fortune comes with the Empress. I like it. Yeah, changing your focus is kind of like, don't try to set things up. You will have to go with the flow. Don't try to force something, again, before the time. Okay. Wow. So for the Knight of Swords, we got the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card about waiting. And then we also got the Empress in reverse. Both of these are gestation cards. This one's growing something, and this one is growing but in reverse. And then we have it next to the Empress, but underneath the Knight of Pentacles. Underneath the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you can't force it. You have to wait on something. And it may not be pregnancy for some of you. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles, just the Two of Pentacles, we have the Tower reversed. Somebody's trying to figure out how to rebuild a relationship. Also, somebody's trying to keep the truth hidden about juggling. And they're trying to see how to make this work. I feel like somebody found out about the other person or persons, and they're trying to figure out how to make everything work and how to make it go back to normal, but they're just grieved. There's a lot of imbalance here. With the Tower here, so close to the Knight of Swords, it's like this kind of blindsided somebody. They just want their world to go back to normal. Maybe they're choosing not to rebuild, not to nurture this. Okay, with the Queen of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. So I get the feeling somebody does not want to rebuild. They're trying to figure it out whether or not they want to. How could they make something go back to normal after this? And they're deciding not to because they'd be happier. But at the same time, they're also not facing their darkest fear. They're just going to kind of, I don't know, kind of sidestep it somehow and get out of it. Because we have confronting and then being more calm about it and turning a blind eye almost, because she is kind of looking sideways. So some of you may decide to turn a blind eye. Some of you may decide to confront it. But here we have not confronting. And then the Tower in reverse talks about letting somebody get away with something. So it looks like somebody's not going to face it. They don't want to force anything either. They'd rather just kind of slip out. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, what's the advice for Aries dealing with an air sign? Okay. Communicate clearly. That came out again. Wow. I can see that. And no. So maybe you can tell this person no. Make sure that's well known. And opportunity. So when the opportunity presents itself, I feel like you should just say no. Almost sounds like a drug campaign. But that's what I'm getting. All right, Aries, those of you dealing with water signs, let's see what's going on with them. Aries who are dealing with water signs, what's going on with the water sign? I just saw Temperance upright. So some of you are probably trying to make things better. Trying to heal any rifts you might have with the water sign. Alright. Oh, that fell out. First thing. The Hierophant. Okay. Ten of Swords reversed. Okay. Well, it's definitely an ending of some kind of a cycle. And the thing that is interesting is we have the blessing here with the fingers. Okay. And we also have it here in the Ten of Swords. So there's a blessing of some sort that something either ended or hasn't yet ended. Okay. I feel like it already ended. Maybe somebody corrupt in power. Okay. The Eight of Swords. It may be that there's somebody in power that you're done with, but other people haven't seen it yet. Because look, there's 3 people. So it's possible that you're done with this person, but whomever else they're with hasn't seen it. Or vice versa. You know, somebody else is done with them and you haven't seen it. You haven't seen like their, I don't know, mischievous ways. I don't know how else to put that. I do feel like it's hard for you to move on. And this person gets control in that way. And why hand over your power to somebody who's obviously not treating you right? Okay. Well, those didn't pop out. Let's see. Hopefully let's take a good spin. Okay, the Emperor reversed. Yeah. I got a feeling this person was very controlling, but here I'm seeing they're not a good leader. They're a bad leader. They're corrupt. Usually the Hierophant's reversed in that case, but with the Ten of Swords, it kind of came out on its own. And the thing is, I think you see this now because here he has that shadow self, but here it's known. Ah, the Tower. Yeah, it came out how corrupt somebody was, but maybe it was just for you. And I feel like you loved this person. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. You felt tied to this relationship, but Nine of Pentacles reversed says it's toxic. But I mean, look how she's holding her heart. I mean, she loves this person, and yet it's breaking her foundation. But whatever corrupt power there is, it falls. It could be a marriage or a relationship. Whatever had the stronghold has fallen down. But somebody's still dealing with some of the aftermath. It didn't have to be you. It could be somebody else that they were dealing with. This could even be like a boss. Doesn't have to be love interest, okay? What advice is there for Aries? Remain positive. I know it's going to be difficult because we have so many negative cards, especially with, the mental prison, right? But it says remain positive. Because again, with the blessing hands here, I'm thinking it's a blessing in disguise. It's just hard to see it. The Tower, to me, is always a blessing in disguise. Because it takes something that was not good for you, that you couldn't work out yourself. And God took it out of your way for you. Okay, let's see here. It was obviously very corrupt. Okay, it's a no. Man, you gotta remain positive and say no. Let's got 2 more, huh? So if you believe, I feel like this is trying to say have faith. Okay, we have a faith card, and then we have remain positive. So it's not like if you believe this person will be good. I feel like it's have faith. And then we also have trust, which all kind of say the same thing. You can say no, but remain positive that what's meant for you will come for you. Okay? All right, Aries, good luck.